In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. In this Quranic story of Prophet Ismail, the God has given us the hint of the reason he chose Makkah to be the center of Islam. The house of God was built in Makkah, because the God did not want anyone to claim that the Makkah is a selection of human beings. Because whenever human beings select a place of worship, they make sure that it is easily accessible. At the time when Prophet Ibrahim left his wife Hajra and son Ismail in Makkah, there was no civilization and no means of survival. For example, water, trees, so on. On the other hand, human beings make sure that there should be water and greenery around the area of worship, as these are the basic human needs. However, when traveling to Makkah, there are huge deserts of sand, not a single sight of any tree, on the dark rocky mountains. The God ordered Prophet Ibrahim to travel from the land of Sham, which had greenery and civilization, to the city of Makkah, with no greenery and no civilization. This is a proof that the Makkah was a selection of a God, not the Prophet Ibrahim, as human beings would never select such a place of worship. The God told Prophet Ibrahim to leave his wife and a son in the middle of mountains and leave, because he wanted to make that the center of Islam. There the water spring called Zam Zam gushed out from the rock, where Prophet Ismail was tapping his heels. It is known to be the world's only spring water that is still gushing out and benefiting the people, even after 4,000 years. There is one more wisdom of God by creating a simple spring water, and not a milk spring or any other thing which would be strange for people to understand. That is, the disbelievers would have a chance to say that, due to the uniqueness of this place, Ibrahim selected this place for worship. Miraculously, a plain water spring came out from the place where Ismail was lying down and tapped his heel. Because water is important for living. Any other thing like milk or honey, so on, would have led to a suspicion in people that a chemical reaction of earth minerals is causing this to happen, and would have started to say that people might have discovered this place and chose it for worshipping. People usually do that. Whenever they see any unique thing, they make a god out of it and start to worship it. Is it not true? This is why the God said, "Nothing will be strange here in Makkah, surrounded by deserts, no greenery, no attraction for people, just water, because that is important for life. If the water would not have been there, then they would have died. So just water." But the spring water Zam Zam is so amazing that, even after 4,000 years, it did not dry up. After that, Hajra, along with his son Ismail, settled near to spring water. In the narrations it is said that a passing by caravan known as Germ realized that there is a water, and back then, because the water was very valuable, they settled there too. Prophet Ismail got married to one of the girls from that tribe, and means to sustain his family was hunting. Because there was no trading at that time, but later on merchandisers started to travel to Makkah. So Ismail followed the religion of Prophet Ibrahim. But gradually the pious people from his generation started to invoke others with the God, and became idolater. Always keep in mind that idolatry starts on the basis of love. The people with no love for religion are never idolaters. May the God Almighty save us from invoking anything or anyone with him. Ameen.